Peace, and Honorable Dr. Dipapriya Bhattacharya, Distinguished Fellow, CPD, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to all of you. It is a great honor to be invited to attend this seminar. This seminar is hosted by the Chinese Embassy in Bangladesh and co-organized by the Center for China Studies and the Bangladesh Institute of International and Strategic Studies. The Center for China Studies, established under the leadership of the Shanghai Institute for International Studies, in cooperation with renowned research institutions and universities from both China and Bangladesh, is the first comprehensive research center in South Asia dedicated to China studies. Today, we're honored to have Honorable Advisor, His Excellency Mr. Tawhid Hussain, to be present to share with us the valuable thoughts and guidance to our bilateral relations. We are also pleased to have Professor Yang Jiemian, along with leading Chinese scholars and experts in international relations, and from renowned think tanks and universities of China, as well as senior experts from Bangladesh political and academic sectors. We extend our sincere gratitude to CCS and the BEAS for their diligent efforts in organizing this seminar. Bangladesh has recently experienced a significant political transformation unseen in the past 30 years, and is now at a critical historical juncture. As a comprehensive strategic cooperative partner, China firmly supports the interim government in its endeavor to state reforms, maintaining law and order, promoting economic development, and improving the livelihood of the people. In this context, holding this seminar is very timely and of great significance. The theme of the seminar is Bangladesh-China relations, a future outlook. How should we define the China-Bangladesh relations in the current context? Reflecting on the 49 years since the establishment of diplomatic ties, China has always placed great importance on the development of our bilateral relations. The two countries have continuously adhered to mutual respect, equality, and win-win cooperation. In essence, the China-Bangladesh relations is one embraces both people, benefits both peoples, and therefore supported by both peoples. In the current context, defining and advancing China-Bangladesh relations requires a clear understanding of three changes and three constants. The historical opportunities and external environment facing both of our two countries have undergone profound changes. First, the changed historical tasks. The people of Bangladesh achieved the second liberation, usher in a new era, and commit to build an equal, free, and democratic new Bangladesh. While China has eradicated absolute poverty, is building a moderately prosperous society, and achieved its first centenary goal. Now China is striving towards the second centenary goal. Second, the changed development goals. Bangladesh is focused on restoring the rule of law and order, revitalizing its economy, and actively preparing to graduate from the LDC countries. China is also at a pivotal stage in advancing the construction of a strong nation and pursuing national rejuvenation through Chinese path to modernization. Third, the changed responsibility. We are living in a world where changes and turmoil are intertwined. Conflicts in global hotspots, great power competition, and geopolitical tensions are escalating. As developing countries and member of Global South, China and Bangladesh must advocate and cooperate for an equal and orderly multipolar world, practice true multipolism, oppose hegemonism and power politics, and thus promote the democratization of international relations. We must also acknowledge that the core principles of mutual respect, equality, and mutual benefit in China-Bangladesh relations remain unchanged. The deep-rooted friendship between two peoples remains unchanged, and the determination of both governments and society to support and advance bilateral relations remain unchanged. In my recent interaction with Bangladesh interim government, political parties, and various sectors of society, I deeply felt the firm commitment from Bangladesh people to China-Bangladesh friendship and their support for developing bilateral relations. They believe that our two countries are now facing even more significant historical opportunities to deepen our relations and cooperation. Distinguished guests, China respects Bangladesh independence, sovereignty, and territorial integrity, and the development path independently chosen by the people of Bangladesh. There is a high degree of alignment between the people-centered development concept proposed by Professor Muhammad Yunus, Chief Advisor of Interim Government, and the approach to governance followed by the Chinese Communist Party and the Chinese government. As President Xi Jinping said, the country is the people, and the people are the country. The Chinese side is convinced that interim government will live up to the people's expectations, lead Bangladesh to overcome difficulties and challenges, and return to the right track of unity, stability, development, and prosperity as soon as possible. A few days ago, at the request of the interim government, China has sent the National Emergency Medical Team to provide humanitarian assistance in treatment with these students injured in the movement, which is the first medical team sent by any foreign countries. As Bangladesh grappled with floods and dengue, the Chinese side did all it can to assist. The embassy staff visited the affected areas to convey sympathies, and the China is ready to provide rescue facilities and equipment worth over $3 million to Bangladesh, including inflatable lifeboats, portable power generators, drinking water purifiers, to help Bangladesh. Since the establishment of the interim government, the Chinese enterprises has invested more than $85 billion. And I want to say, just 2 days after the formation of interim government, one of China donate more than $1 million in IMG sectors, which is the first ever foreign investment since the formation of an interim government. China has decided to provide around $150 million grants aid to Bangladesh for livelihood projects agreed by both sides. From 1st December 2024, this year, China will unilaterally open its market and decides to grant zero tariff treatment on 100% of taxable items to Bangladesh, which means China will substantially increase import of cereals, sugar, edible oil, rubber and rubber products, wood products, jute and jute products, pepper and pepper products, wool and cotton from Bangladesh, before Bangladesh graduates from LDCs. China will also import Bangladesh fresh mango. Actually, we already complete all the procedures, but quite unfortunately now the mango season is over. So we expect there will be import of fresh mango, which is the best in the world, to export to China starting from next year, which consider is a great boost for mango industry and mango farmers in Bangladesh. So China will also carry out our pragmatic cooperation in solar power, agriculture, green and low carbon development with Bangladesh. These pragmatic measures shows the firm support of the Chinese government to the interim government and will greatly help Bangladesh in its economic and social development and bring tangible benefits to the people. But also I'm very grateful just now the Professor Dapria mentioned his suggestions how to enhance our cooperation. But one thing I want to commit, that so far, all the G2T governments, the projects which under the preferential loan by Chinese government is agreed upon by both sides. So we consider it's a mutual cooperation. China never imposed any conditions on any country, including Bangladesh. So any request from Bangladesh, we can sit down to talk. It is a consensus building process. But I also want to stress that I'm convinced that so far, China projects are most efficient and contract with shortest time. Even though during the COVID-19 period, only Chinese companies are committed, are staying in Bangladesh, continue to build our projects. And then one more fact is, even during the last July, August, when there is the height of the movement, in ICT sectors, all the other foreign companies, their management, their laborers, all left. Only Chinese companies, Huawei, ZTE, they are stay put, they are here. So during their time, all the communication service provided in Bangladesh are from Chinese companies. So that is another testimony. Oh, we are together with people of Bangladesh. So I'm convinced that with the new interim government, we are still confronted with enormous opportunities, with bright future for our further cooperation. And we're all aware that, and also, what I also want to add is, for the surplus China enjoying in our bilateral trade, there's one commitment for me. China, we don't want a single penny of surplus from bilateral trade with Bangladesh. But why China sustains so huge surplus? It is structure of the bilateral trade. So for Bangladesh, 80% of exports are from IMG, and 80% of material equipment are imported from China. So I can see, one hand, Bangladesh enjoy a lot of, China enjoy a lot of surplus in terms of trade with Bangladesh. On the other hand, Bangladesh also enjoy a lot of surplus in trade with US and European countries, but export IMGs. So that is a circle. So where I can see some of the deficit lost by Bangladesh in terms of trade with China sustain their surplus, the trade with US Western countries in terms of IMG sectors. So if we will change this scenario, we need to break this circle. So that's the reason why now China wants to investment in manufacture, so enhance the competitiveness of Bangladesh. So Bangladesh can export more other than just IMGs. So that is what China want to do. But definitely we need support from Bangladesh side together with us, so we can make some change to improve our bilateral structure. So China is ready. We want to have FTA before the year 2026. So we are ready. So hopefully sometime this year, China can sit down to talk with Bangladesh for our free trade arrangements. As we know, next year marks the 50th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between China and Bangladesh. China stands ready to work with Bangladesh to promote traditional friendship, consolidate political mutual trust, deepen Belt Road cooperation, and further advance the comprehensive strategic cooperation partnership to a new height. So first, we would adhere to political trust and support each other's national development and revitalization. We will continue to maintain high-level exchanges and friendly cooperation among political parties, strengthen the communication and alignment of policies and development strategies, enhance exchange of experience in governance, and continuously improve cooperation mechanisms at all levels and in all fields. So secondly, we will adhere to mutual benefit and win-win cooperation and promote economic development and social prosperity of both countries, while pushing forward the construction of infrastructure and major projects. The two sides will give more focus on the cooperation in education, healthcare, environmental protection, water resources, and other livelihood area. The two sides will promote the development of the industrial chain and supply chain integration and explore concrete measures to promote the implementation of the 3 zeros concept promoted by Honorable Chief Advisor Professor Mohammed Yunus. Third, we would cherish the legacy of amity and continuously consolidate the deep friendship between the two peoples. The legacy is also the China-bound year of people-to-people exchanges, and the two sides should actively expand cooperation in the fields of education, media, think tanks, youth, women, sports, tourism, movies, and so on, so as to promote people-to-people exchanges and attach great importance to mutual learning and appreciation between the young generations of two countries, to lay a more solid foundation for the two people's mutual understanding and the uplift of China-Bangladesh relations. The fourth, we would advocate fairness and justice and coordinate more closely international and mutual and multilateral affairs. China supports Bangladesh in becoming a partner country of the BRICS mechanism and a dialogue partner with ASEAN. China is willing to contribute to the early repatriation of Rohingyas and strengthen coordination and cooperation within the United Nations and other multilateral frameworks, promoting the common values of all human rights, humankind, and contribute to the building of community with a shared future for mankind. The distinguished guest, academic exchanges serves as a bridge to promote exchanges and communication. The distinguished guests present today have been deeply engaged in the study of international relations for years and all have your insights on related issues. We hope that you will actively research and explore, continue to provide intellectual support for China-Bangladesh cooperation and play a greater and more positive role in the development of China-Bangladesh cooperation. So last but not least, let's wish a complete success for today's seminar. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.